Hey everyone, when it comes to health insurance, I think today every one of us realize how important it is to take a health plan. So I don't want to focus on the importance of health insurance and why every single member in your family should be covered with a health plan. That's very obvious. Rather, in this video, I want to focus on a very important aspect that every one of you should consider before taking a health plan. It is regarding how to select a family floater plan. Now, when you decide to take a health insurance for your family, the health insurer will offer you two options: individual health plan or family floater plan. So if it is just about taking a health insurance for yourself, then it is pretty obvious. You can take an individual health plan. However, in majority of cases, we have a family, and our family members would include our parents, spouse and kids. If you are single, then you will have your parents, or if you are married, then you will have your spouse as well as kids. In that situation, the biggest question is, should you take an individual health plan for every member of your family, or should you take a single health plan covering your entire family, which is also known as a family floater plan? So in this video, we will discuss the difference between individual versus family floater plan and what are the parameters that you should consider before selecting a family floater plan. Alright, let's get started. See, if you are an individual, then it is a no-brainer to take an individual health plan. But if you have a family, let's say a wife and a kid, then it is always better to take a family floater plan. Let me elaborate this with a simple example. Let's say you want to take a health plan of rupees 5 lakh for your family. Now, first option is you take an individual health plan for each member of your family. Let's say a health plan of 2 lakh rupee for yourself, 2 lakh for your wife and 1 lakh for your kid. In that case, the biggest drawback is that in case there is a medical emergency and there's a medical expense of, let's say, 1.5 lakh for your kid, in that case, you can't use yours as well as your wife's health plan. Since you opted for a health plan of 1 lakh rupee for your kid, you will have to pay 50,000 rupee from your own pocket. However, if you had opted for a family floater plan of 5 lakh rupee, then you could claim the medical expense of entire 1.5 lakh and would still be left with 3.5 lakh rupee to be used further in case of emergency. So biggest advantage of family floater is the flexibility it provides to every family member. And since you take a combined plan for your family, you also save money on insurance premium as compared to individual plan. So clearly it is judicious to take a family floater for your family. However, before you take a family floater plan, you should understand how the premiums are calculated for the family floater plan. So let us look at the key parameters that decide the annual premium on the family floater plan. So the first parameter that decides the premium on the family floater is age. Age is one of the most important parameters in deciding the annual premium on your family floater plan. The premiums in a family floater plan are primarily dependent on the age of the oldest member in the policy. So as the age increases, the premium amount increases. Now there could be a case where you have old age parents in your family, and there are some health policies that provides an option to include your parents in the family floater plan. But like I said before, age is one of the key parameters for your annual premium, and it depends upon the age of the oldest member of your family. So let's say your parents are in their 50s, in that case your annual premium would shoot up significantly. Hence in that situation, it is better to take a separate health plan for your parents. So if you have a family with parents, wife and kids, then you can consider taking two family floater plans. One for your parents and one family floater plan for yourself, your wife and kids. In fact, after the age of 65 years, many health insurance companies refuse to provide health plan, or if you have an existing plan, then they can even refuse to renew it. So if your parents are old age, then make sure that you take a separate health insurance for your parents. Then second important parameter that decide your annual premium is lifestyle. Well, we all know that lifestyle habits like smoking and drinking have adverse impact on the health and increases the probability of disease at an early age. Hence, an unhealthy lifestyle would result in higher premium. Even generally speaking, I think physical health is one of the most important aspects of our life. A good healthy lifestyle not only keep us fit, but also save a lot of money on medical expenses. Plus, it also reduces your annual medical premium cost. Then third important parameter is pre-existing disease. Please note that if you are taking a family floater plan and if any person in your family has a pre-existing disease, then your annual premium will shoot up significantly. Then fourth parameter is location. Insurance companies often create a separate premium chart for different locations based on the healthcare cost in the area and the general state of health amongst the population. So if you are in a metro city, you probably will have to pay a higher premium as opposed to someone staying in tier 1 or tier 2 city. Friends, I know that in spite of having a good understanding of how to select the right family floater plan, it becomes very confusing when you have multiple family floater options. Moreover, every policy has terms and conditions that are extremely difficult for a layman to understand. And most important point is that there is nothing called best health insurance. Every individual has a different need and you should take a right health insurance as per your requirement. So I would highly recommend scheduling a free 30-minute call with Ditto Insurance team where they properly understand your requirement and then suggest a health insurance. In fact, they also provide a claim settlement assistance if you take a health insurance through them. The biggest problem in insurance industry is mis-selling and spam calling to push insurance product. And Ditto team is trying to solve this problem by providing a genuine guidance without any spam calls or emails. You can visit their website and schedule a time for free consultation. You can even WhatsApp them or call them for more details. In fact, you can also compare the various health insurance plans on their platform and opt for the right plan as per your requirement. Now let us look at the key factors that you should consider before taking a family floater plan. First factor is coverage amount. While taking a family floater plan, you will have to decide the health insurance coverage amount. Now this is very important because if you take a low health coverage, it might not be enough in case of medical emergency and you might end up paying out of your own pocket. And if you take a very high coverage, you will shoot up your annual premium. So you need to ensure that you take an optimum health cover. Generally speaking, if your family is fit and fine, then a health cover in the range of 5 lakh to 10 lakh rupee is enough for now. Maybe a few years later, you will have to increase the health coverage due to increasing healthcare inflation. But again, it would vary based on multiple factors like your age, health condition, location, etc. For example, if your family live in a metro city, then you should take a higher coverage as compared to a tier 1 or tier 2 city. Then second factor that you should consider before taking a family floater plan is co-payment clause. A lot of people have the tendency to opt for cheaper health insurance. But the problem is, in health insurance, cheaper is not always the best option. Because some insurance plans can come at a very low cost, but they might have a co-payment clause where you need to split the bill. That is, you need to pay, let's say, 10% or 20% of the bill from your own pocket. So opting for a co-payment might not be the best option unless you have no choice. Then third factor is waiting period for pre-existing disease. No matter what policy you choose from which insurance company, every health policy has a waiting period for pre-existing diseases. This waiting period could be as high as 3 years or 4 years. So let's say you opted for a family floater where you mentioned that you have diabetes problem. Now there could be a case where you get admitted to hospital due to diabetes but your claim gets rejected because diabetes has a specific waiting period which you have not yet completed. So make sure that you opt for health plan with very low waiting period, especially for the pre-existing disease. And also ensure that you take a health plan for your family at a right age when your family members are fit and disease free. Then fourth factor is room rent capping. While taking a family floater plan, ensure that there are no restriction on room rent capping. Room rent capping is basically a fixed limit on hospital room that insurer would agree to pay. Make sure that there is no room rent cap. Then fifth factor is disease-wise sublimits. Some health insurance policies have a disease-wise sublimit where they have a cap on the total coverage amount for a specific disease. For example, let's say you opted for a health insurance coverage of 10 lakh rupee. Now there could be a case where the health plan has a cap on pre-existing disease. For example, a cap of 2.5 lakh on cardiovascular issue or cap of 2 lakh rupee on knee replacement and likewise. So make sure that your health plan doesn't have any disease-wise sublimits. Then sixth factor is cashless payment and hospital network. There was a time when you had to pay the money upfront out of your pocket at the time of your treatment and then later claim the money from the health insurer. And hospital treatment requires a good amount of money which is not easy to arrange immediately. However, now there is a cashless facility where you don't need to pay anything out of your pocket. Everything will be taken care by the health insurer provided you visit the hospitals that accept the cashless facility of that particular health provider. So make sure that your health insurer covers the top hospital in your city and provides a cashless facility. Now seventh and final factor is super top-up plan. Super top-up means that let's say you have taken a health insurance of 10 lakh rupee for your parents. but some of the treatment can become really costly. For example, disease like cancer, heart issue, etc. cost a lot of money. So you can take a super top-up plan of 10 to 15 lakh rupee on top of your health plan of 10 lakh rupee. Now if you opt for a health plan of 20 to 25 lakh, then it would cost you a bomb. But if you opt for a super top-up of 10 to 15 lakh on top of your health plan of 10 lakh rupee, then it would be very economical. So this super top-up plan is helpful for those who have serious health issues in the family. It is especially helpful in case of elderly parents. So in this video, we discussed how you can select a right family floater plan for your family. Friends, I have recently come across an incident where a girl underwent a major surgery where a part of her pancreas and gallbladder was removed. And when her father reached out to insurance provider for health insurance, every insurance company denied providing a health cover. They said that the girl is not eligible for health insurance coverage for the rest of her life. This is a real incident. And there are many such incidents where a lack of proper health plan at right age has resulted in people losing out on their hard-earned savings or even ended up borrowing money. Friends, healthcare cost in India is increasing at an alarming rate of 15%. A few days of hospitalization can cost you lakhs. Don't take it casually. Health insurance is one of the most important part of your financial planning. So if you haven't taken a health insurance plan yet, then do not delay it further. List down your requirements and accordingly take a health plan. And in case you are confused, you can reach out to Ditto team and set up a free call. They will guide you with the right health plan. I have provided the link in the description box. In fact, if you already have a health plan and if you are confused whether it is a right plan for your family or not, then also you can consult Ditto team. And friends, one of the biggest mistakes people make while taking a health insurance for the family is they tend to hide the medical history to save some amount on annual premium. Please make sure that you do not make this mistake. There are many cases where the health insurance claim got rejected due to lack of proper disclosure at the time of taking the health plan. So this is it for this video. If you find it useful, please like and share it with your friends and family. Even a small act of sharing this useful information can help spread awareness about health insurance and can save many people from losing out their lifetime of saving in hospital expenses. Thank you.